Good morning. I'm back. This is our last soap to cut. This is our Midnight Storm soap. This is a black soap with some royal blue and some white. And I haven't even cut one yet, so I have no idea what it's going to be inside. We are going to find out together. Okay. Now, this soap is called Midnight Storm because the scent is quite ozonic. It's just a nice, fresh smelling soap. Are we ready? I haven't even cut one yet, so I don't know what we're gonna find. And I'm excited. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yep. Soap looks good. There's a black, a blue, and a white. And if you look at the top, there is just a sprinkling of mica. It's not a glitter. It's just a sprinkling of mica to represent the electricity in the air, because that's what this soap reminds me of. The scent reminds me, when I smelled this, I thought immediately of a storm approaching. You know when you can smell that it's going to rain? You can just tell, you can sense it, you can feel the electricity in the air. It's the calm before the storm. That's what the scent reminded me of. So when I make it, I try to make it like a storm, you know, the black sky, little bit of blue in the sky, smidgen of white for the clouds, and then the electricity. So Midnight Storm. This soap is definitely unisex. Man or woman would love this scent. Oh, and I think it just looks amazing. It looks amazing black, I think. Oh, look at that swirl in there. Trying to look to see if the camera never picks up, you know, the colors the way you want it to, but you get the gist. You get the gist of it. This is a nice soap, and it's cutting beautifully. I'm thinking it has to do with the fragrances, because some soaps, you know, the bottom the bottom almost I don't know, crumbles a little bit. My Autumn Spice and this soap are just cutting beautifully. Oh, that's a nice one too. So this is just a drop swirl, and then same thing. Actually, I used a spoon for this, not a chopstick. I wanted thicker wisps. But okay, this is our last soap to cut for the day. And actually, speaking of soap, I've been communicating with Nancy today. I don't think there's a soap maker out there who doesn't know Nancy today. I know she was the first soap maker I watched when I began watching soaping videos. But anyway, you know, I don't want to say became friends with her, but I kind of did. Started following her on Facebook and following her on YouTube. And, well, my son, Hunter, just got the biggest kick out of her. He just fell in love with watching her videos. And she has an array of videos, not just soaping videos, but she has cooking videos and cleaning videos. And, well, he got hooked on watching all of them. So about 3 years back, I had messaged her and said, just so you know, Nancy, every day in my home I have to play Nancy Today. And my son is Nancy, and I'm Willem. Willem's her husband. And I said, every day Hunter's taking videotapes. He might be cooking, he might be cleaning, but he's Nancy, and I'm Willem, the husband. So that was that. That was over 3 years ago now. So a couple of months ago, my son and I, Hunter's 9, but anyway, my son and I were sitting down watching some more Nancy Today videos, and all of a sudden, Nancy, it's the video that Nancy has. What's the name of her video? Making Nutella cheesecake brownies. Well, anyway, Hunter's really into cooking, so we're watching Nancy's video. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the video, she looks right at the camera and says, "Hi, Hunter. I'm making brownies. How are you doing?" And then she starts talking about how my son, is Nancy, plays Nancy Today, and he's Nancy, and Mom has to be Willem. And, well, Hunter and I, this video was 3 years old when we watched it. So when we watched it, we were like, oh my gosh, Hunter. She's talking about you. So right away, of course, I sent her a comment on her YouTube video saying, Nancy, that's my son you're talking about. That's so cool. We just found your video 3 years later after you did the video. It's a pretty one. So her and I have stayed in contact, a little bit, whatever, through Facebook or YouTube. And actually, happy birthday, Nancy. Yesterday was her birthday. She lives in Canada. Well, yesterday I sent her a happy birthday on Facebook, and all of a sudden she must have went into, my Facebook page and saw that I was still making soap, and probably saw some videos of Hunter and stuff. So last night and today, her and I have been messaging each other back and forth. Like, oh my gosh, how is Hunter? How is everything going? I want to make him a video today. What would he like to see? And he's in school today, so he's missing this whole conversation, between Nancy and I. So I think today, well, she said today, but it may not come out today. But anyway, I think she's going to be making another video and cooking for Hunter. And he is just going to get the biggest kick out of that. To be sitting down with me and to be watching a YouTube video, and all of a sudden to hear his name, and we knew, she was talking about us, because she said, this little boy Hunter has to play Nancy Today every day. But anyway, so that has been exciting. So her and I messaged each other a lot last night, and then she sent me a message this morning saying, hey, Marsha, I'm gonna make a video. What would Hunter like to see? And I said, my gosh, he is still really into cooking. That's all he watches is cooking videos on YouTube. So I think she's going to be putting out a cooking video and talking about my son, which is just so cool. I mean, this woman, I've never met her face to face. She lives in Canada, and I'm here in New Hampshire. But anyway, just a positive on the soap community, and you almost can feel like you know these people. Like, I watch so many videos of Nancy, and her husband and her family, and gosh, you feel like you know them when all is said and done. So I haven't corresponded with her in a while. So yesterday, just to send a happy birthday via Facebook, And then her to be writing to me saying, oh my gosh, I remember your son. I made a video and I'm going to make more with him for him. And just made my day. And it's definitely going to make Hunter's. You know, I'll show him the messages and we'll wait for her video. But anyway, so back to Midnight Storm. Just a nice little story. It really made me smile today talking with her last night and then getting a message from her bright and early this morning. Which she must have got up early because I got a message from her. I don't know. I don't think we're the same time as Canada. I don't think. But anyway, just bright and early this morning I was doing videos and my phone was beeping and I looked and sure enough it was Nancy. Talking about Hunter again. So, just a positive on the soap community. Just love it. Just, actually, that's a positive. Well, you know what happened to me last week? Well, not last week, probably 2 weeks ago. I didn't have that many subscribers on my YouTube channel, and, you know, I had a couple hundred. Well, this goes back to my son again, Hunter. Sean Hayes. We follow Sean Hayes on Facebook. I'm getting a little off topic now, but anyway, we follow Sean Hayes. Well, Sean Hayes and his husband put out, Sean Hayes, if you forget who it is, I didn't know his real name, honestly, either. Sean Hayes played in Will and Grace, and he was the flamboyant character in the program. You know, it wasn't Will or Grace. I actually forget his name on that. Jack. Just Jack. But anyway, so Sean Hayes and his husband put out videos every once in a while of him and his husband kind of lip syncing to songs, and they're just a riot. And Hunter and I follow him, and we just have a blast watching these videos. Well, I asked Hunter, it was like the end of the season, into summer, to do a couple videos. So Hunter and I did a couple videos. And my son was involved too, my older son, JJ. So, and not to be mad at JJ, but we taped them on JJ's phone. Because JJ has the iPhone 6 or whatever. The videos are great. They're much better than what my camera does. So I asked JJ videoed on his camera. So I said, can you message them to me? Well, they were too long to message. So I said, okay, just email them to me. Well, unbeknownst to me, he downloaded them on my YouTube channel. So this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So all of a sudden on my YouTube channel, which I usually just put up soaping videos, and I hadn't honestly been on for over a year, well, 3 lip syncing videos came up of me and JJ and my son, Hunter. Well, that day, 3 videos came up of my family and I singing, and that day I lost like 126 or 130 subscribers. Oh my gosh. Just in that one day. And I understood it. My feelings, I was embarrassed, and I understood it. You know, people who were probably following me, although I hadn't put a video up in a long time, over a year, but people who were following me, you know, this is their job, this is their life to soap, and all of a sudden I'm putting up these silly videos of, you know, me and my 2 children singing and dancing. Well, I lost, oh my gosh, it was like 130 subscribers just in one day. So, that's okay. That's okay. My son, if JJ had listened to me in the beginning and emailed me the videos, but that's okay. If I want them back, if I want more subscribers, I guess we work hard and make a lot of soaping videos and hopefully get the subscribers back. But yeah. So anyway, so off topic, not about Midnight Storm. This is a goat milk soap with shea butter. Again, I'm just in love with shea butter. Final cut. Yeah, I didn't talk very much about the soap, did I? But you know what? It's my 4th video today. It's not that you run out of things to say. It's just, I don't know. When I was cutting my last soap, I thought of Nancy because I got the message from Nancy. So I said, oh gosh, I have to share that because what a lovely woman she is. And boy, I followed her for years, watching all her soap making videos. And she actually taught me a lot too. She taught me that perfection is not key. I used to make a soap, and this is just the end cut. So I'll probably cut this up into samples. But Nancy actually taught me quite a bit. Nancy taught me that perfection is not the ultimate goal. It's not the key. If I made a mistake on a soap, I'll take you over just to get the last. If I made a mistake on a soap, you know, I would get all upset, and you just go with it. You go with it. But anyway, that's our video for today. Our last video today, I should say. There's our Midnight Storm. Looks great. Smells amazing. You can see the cucumber melon in the background. Pink cashmere. And autumn spice. Thanks for watching.